Hello, fellow beer lovers, and welcome to another review with me, Dalton. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Moylan's Dragoons Dry Irish Stout. And it's on 5% ABV, and it says on the back, dry, roasty, and incredibly rich in flavor. Dragoons Dry Irish Stout is made with a unique blend of imported hops and malted barley from the United Kingdom. This award-winning stout is brewed in the Irish tradition to commemorate General Stephen Moylan, Irish-born commander of the 4th Continental Dragoons during the American Revolutionary War. More of a background rather than a description of the beer. But let's go ahead and get it cracked open and see what this thing tastes like. Alright, so we got it poured. And it's really dark. The actual color of the beer itself is really akin to a Guinness. It's got that same characteristic like ruby red color along the bottom of it. Otherwise, pitch black, can't see through it at all. One finger, sort of roasted tan head. A bit of a mix of tight and loose bubbles in there. It seems to be holding together fairly well. But it looks nice. It's a very, it's a stout. It looks sort of like any other stout. The actual sort of maroon color coming through the bottom is quite nice, though. On appearance for this guy, I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10. It's a nice looking stout. It's got all the standard sort of characteristics that you'd expect. Let's go ahead and check out the aroma. It's nothing too complex. It smells almost exactly like a Guinness. It's a very light aroma. I'm not picking too much up right yet. A little bit of that roasted barley. Really no sweetness. Hint of coffee. Almost a sweet coffee. And just maybe a touch of dark chocolate. It's not a very complex stout. Again, smells exactly like Guinness, from what I remember. So, nothing special. It's not bad. It's not amazing. For the aroma, I'm going to go with a 6.5 out of 10. More impressive when you look at it than when you're actually smelling it. But it's my favorite part. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. It's tasty. This is it's only on 5%, so as you can imagine, it's not a heavy stout at all. It's well carbonated, actually. It's about a lighter side of medium mouthfeel. Some of that roasted barley. It's a very light flavor. A little bit of roasted coffee. A touch of dark chocolate at the end. It's not bitter. This is along the lines. Actually, it tastes a lot like a Guinness too, just without the creaminess of the head. But it's a pretty good stout. Not very complex in the flavor either. It's incredibly sessionable though. With the lower alcohol content, you could sit down and have a few of these and be alright, as opposed to something that's going to sneak up on you. But it's nice. It's carbonated. I'm drinking it fairly cold, which I probably should have let it warmed up a little bit if I really wanted to get more of the flavor and the aroma out of it. I actually think on a hot summer day, though, this would do a good job of cooling you down. Everyone sort of thinks that you need like a light beer, a lager, a pilsner, or like a sweet IPA it's a summer beer. This style of stout, I think, does a good job. If you drink it cold, it's a nice sort of refreshing stout. Carbonation, It's not too complex. It's got a little bit of a crispness to it. But on the taste for the Moylan's Dragoons Dry Irish Stout, it's a tasty stout. It's nothing to call home about. But I'm going to give this one 7.5 out of 10. It's tasty. And the bomber wasn't too expensive. I think it was about $3.99. So that's pretty average for a decent bomber. So for the overall value, I mean, it looks nice. It's a tasty beer if you want a session lager, I think, or rather a session stout. I think this would be the way to go. And for the value, I'm going to give it an 8, a flat 8 out of 10 on the value, because it wasn't too expensive. It's a pretty good deal for what you're getting. But that just about does it. So let me know what you think of the Moylan's Dragoons Dry Irish Stout. Remember to comment, subscribe, and check out the Facebook fan page. And I'll see you guys in my next beer review. Cheers.